How you guys doing? So, I'm doing well too, thank you for asking. I signed a lease for an apartment like 2 hours ago. Thank you. It's been such a whirlwind. I can't wait to never live with another human being as long as I live. I said that to someone recently and they were like, well, yeah, I mean, until you get married. And I was like, as long as I live. I tell you, I gotta start scheduling things like this immediately after a big life event more often because it just kills your nerves. Like, normally I'd be, a little anxious beforehand, but when you spend a whole month thinking like, well, self, this might be it. This might be the time when we're finally homeless. Spending 5 to 7 minutes like, I hope these people think I'm funny, just seems really low stakes, So like, I hope you laugh, but like if you don't, I'm still going home to my massive 1-bedroom apartment. I was really nervous throughout the whole apartment application process because it fucking sucks. And also until about 5 minutes ago, my tax bracket was like barely squeaking by. So I was like, how am I gonna do this? I don't know that this will work. People, mainly my mom, keep saying, Rachel, you need to show more vulnerability. So I was like, well, I guess I'll do a credit check. And now that it's worked out, I feel really proud of myself, like I feel like I've accomplished something. And my favorite thing about it is thinking about my 10-year high school reunion, which is coming up this year. And I just can't wait for someone to come up and ask me, like, oh my God, how are you? What have you been up to? And I'll be like, well, Lauren, let me tell you. 4 years ago, I was sleeping on a Target lawn chair because I lost my mattress to bed bugs. And now I have a garbage chute. So it's been pretty wild. It's especially good because what these people have been up to is getting married, building houses, which they own, reproducing. No joke, every single one of those motherfuckers is pregnant. Every single one. And it makes me sort of question my decision to go to this reunion. Like, I know consciously that pregnancy isn't contagious. Right? But I would be lying if I said I wasn't nervous about it. Because when you get a bunch of uteruses in the same space, shit gets nuts, okay? Like, they all link up, and they're kind of humming together. And it's like you're suddenly connected to the global uterine Wi-Fi network. If there's some pregnant bitches in there, that's like a 5G connection, okay? Like, I'm not trying to have anybody airdropping anything. No, thank you. It's not that I hate babies, it's just that I feel about them pretty much the way that I feel about dogs and men. I like them individually, but I mean, I think we can all agree that, like, as a species, they could use a few rounds of edits, Although, to be fair, I guess most of the problems with kids are not the kids themselves, like, it's the parents, right? Like, I don't think that children ask to dominate every adult conversation, People with kids just, like, assume that you're always down to hear what's going on in, like, Tinsley's life. And to be fair, like, sometimes that's true, Sometimes I love a cute, like, picture or a story, especially if it involves your kid cussing at you or, like, rebelling in some way. But when they just launch right into, like, yeah, Tinsley has the flu again. Or, oh my God, if I don't get friend Jessica into this preschool, I'm gonna kill myself. It's just selfish. Like, Okay, well, I lost my Metro card to a senseless act of drunkenness last night. Did you even think to ask about that? Like, it's so rude. So clearly babies are probably not for me. But I didn't always feel this way. Like, there was a time in college where I worked at a toy store, and it was fucking amazing. Not just because I got to put on the dress-up clothes. But at that time I was like, yes, 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 I love babies. And now I ride the New York City subway every day. And so my feelings about parenthood pretty much fluctuate accordingly. So like, best case scenario, I'm on there feeling ambivalent about parenthood. Worst case scenario, I'm Googling like hysterectomies near me. And there are never enough. Plus, like, look at the world that we live in, you know? Like, it's not going great. I'm not feeling confident about bringing newbies into it, you know? Like, when Trump got elected, I was like, yeah, lock her up, referring, of course, to my uterus. I signed up to get an IUD pretty much immediately. And now I'm like a Jehovah's Witness for Morena. So like any woman who I encounter who appears to be childbearing age, I'm like, yes, hello, so great to meet you. Are you aware that most major insurances cover the full cost of insurance? I have a promo code if you want. Alright, you guys are so great, thank you.